Hi. Hey everyone, this is Kristen Fagan here with Softlex Company for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. You'll see we've got a banner going down below here that you need to be watching live with me to enter, and just add the hashtag tweet in your comment, and yeah, that'll enter you to win. We're going to give away another Birds of a Feather kit today, because that's what I'm working with. That's what I'm going to be playing around with. And along with some Softlex craft wire. And yeah, hello everybody. Hi Wanda, hi Debbie, hi Lori. Might be a little quieter today. I'm on my own, so I don't have anyone helping me moderating or sharing the video. If you could like, subscribe, share, all the things, that would be awesome. Hey, Becky. Becky says she missed starting her week off with me last week. I know. It's funny because I did do a video on Wednesday, so I still feel like I did a video, but it wasn't my Monday video. I missed you all. I was traveling home from Celebration of Life for Mike Sherman, the co-founder of Softlex Company, last weekend, and I was actually traveling home on Monday. So I didn't see you. Sandy says, love your painting mixtures on Instagram. Thanks, Sandy. I have been experimenting with making my own acrylic paint. It is all from earth pigments, and then I found a company that I got the earth pigments from, and then just this year they released an acrylic medium that is also completely plant-based. And so I've been playing around with mixing my own acrylics. I've used their pigments to make my own watercolors in the past, and I really, really loved using them and liked making them. So I'm moving on to acrylics, and I have to play around with them now. So if you find me on Instagram at Kristen Fagan, I've been mixing up colors just straight from the pigment directly, but I'm gonna have to test them out on paper and on canvas, and also test them out. I want to do some color mixtures. Do I have my... I don't have my full sketchbook right here, but here is an example of what some of the colors are looking like on paper, kind of playing around with swatching them. And they're coming out pretty cool, but they're very transparent. So I don't know how they're gonna show up on canvas, and it might just be that I do some paper artwork for a little while to get used to them. We'll see. I think I did everything the same measurements for the pigment and the medium, and I think colors are going to vary. So some colors are going to need more pigment, less pigment, but I started out just making everything the same so that I could have a feel for what needs more or what needs less. Deb says, hi, Kristen. I'm here for the beautiful paintings. Love your background pictures behind you. Thank you. I'm missing one. I have a rainbow goddess that usually is right here behind me, but I just dropped her off in downtown Phoenix for a rainbow exhibit that's happening. It opens up this Friday, is the opening reception at the Herberger Theater Gallery. And then it runs throughout the month of November. So I submitted her because how more rainbowy can you get than that rainbow goddess that I had sitting behind me. And I'm excited that she is gonna get out into the world in the next month during the rainbow exhibit. Hello, lots and lots of friends joining me now. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lydia, Melissa, Cecilia, Karen, Sandy, Sherry, Melissa again, Sylvie, Divine, Rita, Becky. I had a cute costume. I don't feel like I saw it. Were you wearing it in a video, Becky? Or did you post a picture? Hi, Vicky, Deb, Ruth, Stephanie, Annette, Becky, and Dana, and everybody else that I missed. Hello, hello, hello. So if you're joining me, we are going to be playing around with the Birds of a Feather design kit from Softflex Company. You can still find that available on the Softflex Company website. And I'm going to do a little double dipping here. I think I'll probably just put the website, since I don't have anyone helping me in the background today. I'm just going to pull up that website link. And add it here as a comment. You can still find, of course, I'm hitting all sorts of buttons. I'm not used to. Woo, there we go. You can find this kit still available while supplies last at softflexcompany.com. I think we have less than 20 at this point, so we don't have as many left, but it's a really, really pretty kit. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to work with the Twig. There's a little Twig branch that came in the kit, and I was playing around with it this morning because we're going to try and use this. It's kind of a challenge item because it doesn't have any connections or anything kind of already there for you. You have to make it work. And so we're going to use some Softflex craft wire for that. Before I turned everything down, just want to talk about what the sale is right now. You can find it at softflexcompany.com. We are doing 20% off of black. So we've got a whole category. You can get to it right from the banner on our homepage. It says Back to Black Sale. Click on that. Everything in that category is 20% off. No coupon needed. Just add it to your cart and you'll see that discount. And in some cases, you have other colors other than black, only because black shows up in that parent item. And this way, for example, these lovely little check glass bird coins. The turquoise one was in your kit, Birds of the Feather, but all of them are on sale because we have this gorgeous black strand on here. We put them all on sale. So Sherry says, Kristen, do you know about clip-on lights with a metal reflector? You could put one up in your upper right corner. I don't. But thank you. I'll take a look. And Anessa's asking, did the flowers get restocked? Not yet. Not yet. Just what we have is dwindling down. I think we're down to like maybe 5 colors left out of the 22 that we introduced. I know that we put an order in, but I haven't even seen a reply yet of yes, we're sending you more. So it could be a few weeks before we get some more colors in. I will let you know when that happens. Okay. Anything else going on this week? We've got a beading party on Wednesday with Danielle Wicks. She's going to be using some of our new bead trios. And so I'm looking forward to that. She's going to have some patterns to share with you, as well as our new findings that we introduced, our new beadwork findings. So stay tuned for that on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then how did everybody like Joyce's new series? If you missed it, Joyce Trowbridge is starting a new series on Fridays called Spill the Beads with Joyce, and that's at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. So you can now catch us at Softflex Company on Mondays at 1 p.m., on Wednesdays at 3 p.m., and at Fridays at 9:30 a.m. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe, because then you'll get to see when all of our events are happening, all of our live videos, and it's really easy to watch all the replays over there too. Joyce did awesome, says Danielle. I know she did. Melissa says, loved it, super fun, very cute project. Yeah, she played with the Halloween Hustle bead mix. We have a few of those left still at softflexcompany.com, and she made a really cute sort of Y, or I don't know if it's a lariat. I think it'd be considered more of a Y necklace, where she crimped in the middle and had a bunch of fun dangles coming down, Halloween charms and whatnot. Really, really cute. All right, let's go ahead and look at the bead table. Let's see if I can move some stuff around here. Get my light a little closer. Sometimes I'm not sure if the window being open is better or not. Let's see what happens when I close it. Yeah, I think it's a little better with it closed because it gets rid of that harsh light. So here's the bracelet we made on Wednesday together, and I added a bunch more dangles. Quite a few of you were saying more dangles. So I thought, well, let me try and play around with that because I can always cut them free. And I did a little this or that on the VIB studio. I posted that, I think, this morning. I have to go back and take a look and see what y'all said. But on the video, we did 2 birdies on the bottom. And after the video, I decided to leave 1 birdie on either side. So I've got 3 charms. I've got one with a bird, one with this white or creamy bead, and then one with just some super duos and those little tiny blue beads. I wanted to get a little bit of red in the dangles. So that was my idea. And then I just copied that onto the other side. So now I have lots of dangles on this bracelet that we made with the Birds of Feather design kit on Wednesday. And I think I'll take some of these beads to replicate in the necklace I'm going to work on so it can be a little bit of a set. So pretty fun. I liked how this turned out. I saw some of you use this piece in a necklace. I thought that looked really great too. So here are the little super duos. They are red with some gold on there, and they came in the design kit, as well as all of these beads. We did put some of the mixes, the bead mixes, up for sale, and I think we only had 3 left. So if you don't want the whole kit, but you want the bead mix, which pretty much, I think the bead mix, I would say, is all of this stuff. Everything except this little petal. This little petal just came in the kit. But if you wanted the mix, you pretty much get all of that. So a lot of good stuff. Just 3 of those left. You can get the mix in the kit itself. So if you want the entire kit, you'll get that mix included. And then the kit has, the mix has these little birdies in it too. So the mix has the little birdies, but just the kit, I think, is where, no, those were in the mix too. I think just the kit is these strands here, which I did not get a chance to play with yet. And get that runaway bead. And then you got a couple of these cute bird coins that were in the design kit only. And you can buy more of those in the turquoise or in this really pretty pinky purple color, black, or ivory color at softflexcompany.com. And I'm going to cut free what I was working on because I was just kind of playing around. Before I got started here to see what I wanted to do. So step 1, I'm going to take this twig that came in the design kit and I'm going to make it into a connector. And I'm going to do that using Softflex craft wire in our vintage bronze color. Our vintage bronze color matches really well with this antique brass. antique brass wig. So Softlex craft wire, 20 gauge. Yeah, these little turquoise beads were in the kit as a strand. Yes, they've just been cut free. So the turquoise beads were in the kit as a strand. These little blue beads were in a baggie, and there's also some other blue beads that were in a bag. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off about 9 inches of craft wire to work with. I'm going to use my nylon jaw pliers to straighten it out. So I've got about 9 inches here that I'm working with. And our goal is to make a little connector with this twig. So the first thing I'm going to do is come down that's about an inch, and make a bend, and then I'm going to make my loop. And I think I'll do the secondary size, not the smallest, but the next one, second one up. Go ahead and make my loop. And then I'm going to take this wire tail and wrap it around. So I'm making myself a little wrapped loop. And I'm kind of trying to make it messy, but it doesn't want to go super messy, but that's okay. I was trying to on purpose make a messy one. Get that nice and tight there. Just like so. Becky says it would be cute if you could figure out how to put an owl on top of that branch. I feel like I saw somebody do that. I don't know if they were using this branch or not. Somebody, was it you, Dana? Did you put a sun catcher together with an owl and it looked like it was sitting on a branch? So I'm going to now take this and wrap it around my twig. Go around it once. I'm going to crisscross over the top, go around it again, and kind of crisscross again. See how I'm crossing that back and forth? And then I have a little bit of an opening here. I'm going to feed my wire through that opening. So I'm going to feed my wire down through. Hopefully I don't. Oh. And I dropped it. All right, let's try that again. Let's see just how good my nylon jaw pliers are. I could cut myself a new piece of wire. But I just want to see. I'm not opposed to making a mess. All right, that didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to cut free that wonky part. And make myself another loopsie. And I'm also turning on the fan. Because for some reason, whenever I'm working with wire, my hands start to sweat and then it slides right out. Okay, let's start again. Did anyone have any Halloween events this weekend? I had a Halloween party like 2 weeks ago, which was a lot of fun, but I feel like Halloween is totally gone because I was dressed up and partying a while ago. But I started to see quite a lot of costumes this past weekend, which was cute. We've got a symphony concert tonight for my youngest. He always plays right around Halloween. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to play this year. They don't play the whole thing Halloween songs, but they usually have one in the lineup. Jeannie says, speaking of birds of a feather, I have a chicken outside my window saying, just laid an egg. That's great. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to just lift my wire up and around my twig on one side, and then I'm going to lift it up and around on the other side. And now I'm going to actually twist it around that wire wrapped loop again, just to make it a little bit sturdier. So I went around the twig and then around my wire wrapped loop. I'm going to use my plier to kind of pull it down a little bit. My loop I'm going to twist to the side because I'm going to want it that way, I think, for my necklace. And now I'm going to twist a few more times. I was wondering, and I'm going to take it across my branch. I was wondering, though, if I should attach a jump ring in the process or not to connect to. I didn't do it the first time, so maybe I'll leave it off. But I was thinking you could add a jump ring before you twist, and this way you have some rings set up on the bottom. But now I'm just going to twist a few times around my twig until I come back up on the other side. I might even just go down and up once over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my 90-degree angle. Hello there, Kim. This design makes me think of you because I know you like to really play with your wire and make all sorts of fun focals. So now I've made another loop there. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that loop, wrap around a couple of times. And then I'm also going to take it down and around the twig again on the other side of it, just to give it a little extra oomph. And I could even go and take it around. Maybe I'll even do that. Take it around that wire wrapped loop instead of trimming it off there. Take it around the wire loop and close that in. And now I have a little twig connector. Oh, Bridget said she makes her own clay bird. She hopes she can get the kit. You did say that you would add one of your clay birds to the twig. That would be so cute. I'm just going to go in here and tighten up my wire, and it's on there. It's on there really well. So next thing I want to do is I want to play around with some dangles coming from the twig. Kim says, I found an old branch from my very old stash. If I get it done, I might post it in the VIB, even though it isn't from the official kit. Yes, please post it. We love to see how you incorporated that twig branch. So I'm thinking one of those little window beads. I want to incorporate some things from the bracelet into this focal so that it can be like a set. So I'm thinking one of these little bird coins and that window bead. I would love to bring in this little bird egg looking bead, maybe with this little bead cap on top. And put one of these birdies, put one of these little birdies below it. And then I also have this really fun feather that came in the kit, and I thought that could be really cute, especially to add in like that mixed metal component. I don't know if I want this one to be the longest one. I have some other beads here too that I can think about incorporating. We've got the red super duos. I might just leave those for on the necklace. Bringing in one of these blues would be good though too. Maybe I'll bring 2 of those in. You know, I don't know, Kim. It looks just like Dalmatian jasper, but it was included in the Jessie James beads bead mix, and they do a lot of glass beads. So I'm not 100% sure if that, it doesn't feel as heavy as a stone would, but it's a small bead, so I'm not sure. So I see somebody saying it would look like a little bird's nest if I flipped it upside down and put it that way. That could be very cute. And then have the little birdie underneath it. I like that idea. So I've got a bunch of these vintage bronze jump rings that we sell. I think we still have these available at softluxcompany.com. But I thought I would take a couple of them to make like a chain with this. Oh, you know what might be cute? What if I Where's that opening? What if I do this little gold one in between? These are kind of tough. You definitely need 2 pliers to twist that up and down. And then this way it's got a little bit of textured gold in there too. Let's do one more. I'm not sure how long I want to make this one. It would be good if I could get that to kind of hook on there. I do have a larger jump ring too that I could grab. And then I don't know where I'll put this one yet, so I'm going to hold on to that one, see where it fits. And I'm going to make another dangle with the vintage bronze. Deb says wire wrapping around the cap would make it look like a nest too. That would be cute. Let's do about 5 inches of the vintage bronze 20 gauge craft wire. And I'm gonna start by, whoops, wrong tool. I don't want to use my cutters. I want to use my pliers. Go down about 1 inch, make a nice loop. And then let's see if my little birdie will fit in here or if I have to go a little bit larger. No, that looks like it'll fit. That looks good. Ruth is asking, when designing your necklace focal, do you need to consider balance of weight concerning your dangles? Yeah. Yeah, if you, and that's why I usually like to call it like I road test my designs. So whenever I make a lot of stuff here on the video, I'm doing it for the most part first time. And so then I wear it for a little while, and sometimes I might have to change a few things depending on how it lays and how it hangs. I usually try and post in our VIB studio, which is our Facebook group, or I post it on our blog if I make some changes after the fact. But that is the fun thing about making something maybe a little more asymmetrical, is you have that interest happening of lots of different things going on, but then you also have to make sure that everything lays nicely. Cute. That is a cute dangle, isn't it? So if I want to bend it here, let's see. I want to make some decisions on where things go, but I feel like I need one more dangle before I can do that. So this is what I'm thinking. There's this one. Is the longest in the center. That one off to the side, and then maybe this little Tweety bird over here. So now I'm going to cut about maybe 4 inches for this one. It's a little bit shorter. And I can make this into a little head pin, or I can go up and wrap it around the bead. So if I want to go up and wrap it around, just check both sides. I think I'll use this side as the back. So I just kind of feed my bead onto the strand with enough space to go up and then wrap it around. Go ahead and tighten in there, and then I like to just make a little squiggle back here, and that just tightens up your wire against your bead. Straighten out your little head pin. You'll add one of these little blue beads on here. And one of these mirror beads. Actually, maybe I'll do the blue bead on the top. And this way that they are not in the exact same place. They're kind of a little off from one another. Okay, so my thought is this one will be over here on this end. So I'm just going to grab that wire and wrap it around my twig. And make sure that it is flush on the back. So there's dangle number 1. And then I think I'm going to put this one on. We'll open that one up, probably a little bit larger. And then close, if I can find where I am. Oh, you little sneak, stop bending. Talking about balance. There we go. So that one's going to move around. That one's going to move around a bit. This one's really on there, which is kind of nice because it'll keep this one kind of in between. And then I'm going to put this little birdie one here. What do I want to do with this one? Maybe I want to straighten that back up again. And I'm going to put this one over here. And do you want the birdie facing in or facing out? I think I want my birdie facing out because the other birdie is facing out. I didn't realize that before. Tweet, tweet. Okay, and then I'm going to move it and wrap that wire around that side of the twig. And then someone mentioned wire wrapping to make it look like a nest. So maybe I'll wire wrap above that little eggy a bit. And then tighten this in. So we've got two kind of stiff dangles. They're not going to really move around a whole lot. The birdie at the bottom will. And then I have this one in the middle that's going to be a little more of that movement. I think that's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and put this down for a sec. If I can get it in a position where you can see it. Cute. And then I thought going up the side, I would do something to mimic what I did here. There's only 1, 2, oh, do I have 3 left? Kind of an uneven number. So I think the little window beads could go early on and then do something else up the back side. I don't think I'll finish the necklace with you all today, but let's see if I can think about how I would start it. At least get the bottom part started, right? So I cut myself some Softlex beading wire, which you could do this a couple of ways. You actually, I was thinking about crimping it, but you could feed it through. Let me see what that looks like. You could do something like that where you feed it through and you put some beads in the middle there too. But since I was working with 2 whole beads, I really wanted 2 strands on each side. So I was actually thinking of going up like that. Let's see how many of these I have left. I don't have a lot of these little turquoise beads left. Maybe I can use the blue, because I do have quite a few of these blue ones. What if I did 1 blue, 1 turquoise, 1 blue? And that's going to fall on one side. Oh, that little blue one went right in between. My idea, let's see if it does it. Let's see if these are too small or if it'll work. But my idea is to make the little loops like I did here on the bracelet. And then crimp it. Crimp it there so you've got like a little beaded connection. I think that'll work. All right, let's move some stuff out of my way here. And I'm gonna grab, let's not move the camera. I'm gonna grab a 2x2 millimeter crimp tube and I'm gonna string it on both ends of my beading wire. And pull that down. And let's see if I can get my beads to line up the way I was envisioning them, like that. And then I'll go ahead and crimp here. Using my magical crimping pliers so that'll turn that tube into a little round bead. And then looking at my bracelet, the next thing I did was added a super duo and then the window bead. So let's mimic that. So the super duo is a small glass 2-hole bead. So I'm just going to string one end of the wire up one hole, the other end of the wire up the other hole, like that. And then I'll add the window bead down both of them. And then next up, I'll probably have just enough space to do 2, I think 2 on each side. No, just one on each side, like that. And then I can go back to a super duo. Yeah, super duos can be really fun as like little spacers in between your stringing, because they'll just kind of hold things together and make your wire show a little bit more. So now from here, I think I would veer off from what I did on the bracelet because I don't have enough of any of those window beads or anything left. So from here, I would just have to decide what is next. I have 2 of these, so maybe one of these on each side would be really fun. Oh, I also have a bunch of these left, so putting those with that would be really cool. Maybe I'll do does this bead fit through? That one doesn't fit. Does this one? That one fits. I'll put that gold one. I'll do another super duo. And then let's see how this hole sits. Oh, it sits okay next to that super duo. Although I do like how I have that little blue bead there. So maybe I'll copy that. I think this blue bead has a big enough hole. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. So we'll do that. And then we'll do that. And that is pretty fun, isn't it? Should I do another top on top of it? I feel like you lose the Dalmatian jasper too much, though, if I do it too closely together, although it is cute. maybe instead I will just do like, did I just find another one of these, or is it still, no, that was the one I put aside. I got excited. It gets hidden, right? I don't like it. I don't like it hidden too much. I want to be able to see that fun little egg. And then I don't know. And then you can just decide when you want to stop stringing, or if you want to include some of these other beads from the other strands. But I feel like this is really turning out quite interesting. I've got these beads. I've got these beads, which I do like this blue in there. I have a feeling it probably is only going to go through one strand though. Let's see. Maybe that's okay. So now I could decide, well, do I want to crimp it off and just have it be one strand up the back, which could be an interesting way of doing it? Or do I want to add the two? I don't know. I think the two gets too bulky. So I think my idea of crimping is I can crimp it here and decide to just stop there and let the rest be wire. Or from my sleeve, I'm channeling my inner cheetah. I know. I know I bought a new cheetah sweater, and then I realized I had this one. And I was like, oh, I already have an animal print. I think this might be, I don't know what this is. It's kind of giraffe colors, but they're a little close together. So I don't know if it's truly giraffe. So now I could either stop there, or I could use these just on the one strand to string up the back a little bit. Maybe put one of those brighter blue beads in the middle. And we have how many on a strand of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can get away with 4 on either side. Pretty fun. I don't know where to stop it. Let's take a look. Oh, that is terrible lighting with that down like that. So we've got half of it done. And so you could see that's what it would look like with those beads going up the back. But I could take those off and just leave it the wire too. And then you've just got the soft flex wire going up the back, which would totally work because I have plenty of beads in the front there. I actually think I like it better with just the wire. There's so much happening in the beginning that I think with just the wire up the back is really nice. Yeah, Terry says wire looks nicer. I think so too. I feel like it got a little clunky when I added the beads because there's so much happening already in the beginning. Super fun. Those are great beads though, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do with those. And I'll finish up the other side of this on my own, and I'll post a picture in the VIB studio over on Facebook. And if you're not on Facebook, you can get our emails and you'll see a picture in there, or you can check out our blog at softluxcompany.com and we'll update it. I think the blog will probably post tomorrow. It usually posts on Tuesdays. Yeah, I know. And I have so much left over. I actually have a whole nother strand over here that I could use for probably 2 pairs of earrings or a bracelet that I ended up cutting free. But that turned out really nice as a set. All right, let's pick our winner. Tweet, tweet. I'm going to give you guys a chance, if you haven't entered yet, to enter with the hashtag tweet, TWEET. It looks like I have 79 entries so far. And I'm going to give away one of these birds of a feather design kits that I've been playing with the last 2 videos. Avonda says, goes perfectly with the bracelet. Thank you. Yeah, I think it turned out really fun. Actually, I think the necklace made the bracelet more fun in my mind. I knew I was going to totally dig working out that twig and trying to make it happen. I'm curious to see what all of you do. If you decide to use craft wire, or if you decide to use Softlex wire, or if you connect it in some other way, it'll be fun to see. Make sure to share in the VIB group. And I think, let me see what the hashtag is. We do a monthly design challenge. So you have until November 27th to post pictures of your designs made with this kit in the Softlex VIB studio group with the hashtag birds, BIRDS. And that will ensure that we see it and we can count it in the giveaway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and choose a winner. I know I just need earrings, and you know what? I still have a couple of these little birdies left to make a simple pair of earrings to go with it. Let's see. Debbie Barnett on Facebook is our winner today. Are you here, Debbie? Let us know you're here in the comments so we can make sure to go ahead and send your prize to you. They're so cute. I love that we got so many of these little birds in here in that design kit, because I used 2 in the bracelet, 1 in the necklace, and then I still have 3 left. Yay, Debbie! Did somebody see Debbie? I didn't see. Oh, there you are. You're welcome. Debbie, please send us an email at info@softluxcompany.com and let us know what your shipping address is so we can send out your prize. Thank you. Woohoo! Thank you all for being here with me today. I wish you a lovely week of beading. I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time with Danielle Wicks as we look at some of her patterns she's put together for the seed bead trios. They are gorgeous. They are so gorgeous. She still has one more. She sent me pictures for two of them, the Vintage Holiday and the Red Rose that we've got available, but she was working on the Arctic Circle one, so I'm sure she'll have that one ready for Wednesday to share with us, along with the patterns that she created. So pretty. So be sure to join me on Wednesday, and then mark your calendars for Joyce on Friday. She should be back with another video at 9:30 a.m. We're so excited. Joyce is doing videos with us. So please give her a warm welcome and lots of love on her Friday, New Friday series. Thanks, everyone. You guys have a great week. And be sure to check us out at softflexcompany.com. 20% off all black beads, beading wire, Softflex beading wire in fine, medium diameter in the black color. We have soft touch, very fine in black, and we have craft wire in black that you can get in all of the gauges. So any of those black wires are on sale, 20% off, as well as everything that's in that black category. And you can find it right at the Softflex Company homepage. Click on the Back to Black sale banner and it'll take you right to that sale category. Everything in there is on sale up until tomorrow, Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you guys have a safe one, a sweet and safe one, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Bye.